able to destroy their Ramatra and freeze a good portion of their team, pushing them off the payload and getting them off the payload and getting them back to respawn. With him down, they were able to push up, though he's back, and we are getting pushed back a little bit. We watched Damon just pushing in and destroying their Baptiste. Their Ramatra popping ult, but not able to take him down yet as he stands like a wall in front of their team, keeping them away from the payload. And we watch the Mei take him out as our Ramatra ults too, and their team falls like dominoes. We're seeing one of the damages go down. Mei able to keep herself alive.
Another.
We see the Mei ult go out, and does again the Ramatra goes down. This might be the game here, folks.
30 seconds on the clock. We see the Baptiste trying to buy some time for the rest of his team.
We see
Kiriko Tengen pushing the Sojourn.
Destroying their Sojourns. The lifesteal as well. Just the damage, sorry. And here we see the barrier go out. Barrier out with Ramatra ult, and he just pushes in and does damage to everything in his radius. Genji unable to escape Mei's ice wall, and the entire team pushing up, destroying Union and pushing them all the way back into the hallway there.
And then we go right back into the game.
Right back into the game, and we see the Ramatra ult going off, and he's doing a lot of damage to our entire team right now, but it's not in fact. And it seems like we have a technical error, folks. We're getting a look at the team here.
It is. You could see their reactions. They are so disappointed.
Philo here, how well the team was really working. That communication from game one really coming into game two, and seeing each team, they were both playing a more controlled, poke-heavy play style.
Commentate over.
Honestly, this is honestly as intense, as important, and as amazing as the actual game we're watching. The Torphammer one.
Might even be more intense than the championships.
Absolutely. We do see the Union's team being very aggressive, trying to push in, trying to take a lot of health off of Damon. And then we
see the Mei wall going out, singling out the Genji.
They cannot dismantle their team, which he keeps continuing to do.
And we do see Tengen with the rest of his team take out the Ramatra, and we are in overtime already, folks.
And Tengen really showing us that DPS
and there we go.
He has, and that is the round.
Since the new meta came out, I was kind of a brawl specialist, so I was always playing like heroes like a Ramatra, Reinhardt, Junker Queen, and all that good stuff. And the new meta really calls for a dive composition if possible, and he gets that boost. It's not going to be enough to sustain one tank.
Even with
that is what I like to see. Oh, we're gonna see another one too.
At the same time.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, but the thing is, if we do, oh my goodness!
Not only the double boop there, but also seeing a good team by your back, able to if you do screw it up, able to give you the.
We were having a lot of trouble.
We do see a lot of immediately the Philo ult just going off. That Mei ult freezing a good portion of their team.
Oh,
and
excellent job!
Brookdale just going in and sweeping up everything left.
Yo, and Junker Queen going off, shaking up. Ooh, what a great save from Tengen.
Hopefully Union gets a little out of position here. And we're seeing
the AoE go down. Hopefully we can see Anakin use that ult.
And here we're seeing it. Chubb's a little too far ahead, able to get Mei walled off and absolutely taken down by Brookdale, allowing the team to push up and sweep what's left.
And it's really going to shake up Union. And we're seeing another ult go off right now.
Tried to go right for Chubbs. Union's Kiriko is able to stop him, but not save him. What a way to end the map. What a way. The team just crumbling under the pressure.
Let's check out this. Let's check out this play of the game from Philo. Excellent job. One
right in the head.
Down. Two goes
down.
We do see that Symmetra ult going down. Able to get some great defense for Brookdale.
Absolutely
able
crazy.
to shut down that Reaper ult.
To set them up in.
Oh,
or just teleport
the teleporter, get it right in there. AoE is going down. Getting up close and personal with the Winston. I don't think Union was expecting this.
I don't think so either, and
hey, we weren't expecting it.
I'm loving it.
And the enemy. Oh, this.
Oh
my goodness.
Philo showing off why he's the Mei.
Oh,
Yeah, and absolutely.
Going in with the... Oh, did you see
My
that
God!
headshot? And it looks like...
Allowing us to win overtime. That was a crazy match, honestly. I think it was really interesting to see both teams adopt a similar play style, both going for each other's throats, so to speak.
And let's see if they could get some more time off. We're going to see another heroes fight, or another team fight very soon.
The high ground, but getting, I believe, Anakin was getting.
We're seeing a barrier go out.
And we're also seeing Anakin's ult as he's just trying to take the health. Both Lucio ults went off. Ooh. Anakin melting down Ramacho with the rest of the team, and then our team
shutting down that ultimate and pushing. We're good? Guys, welcome back to the NJCAAE Esports. This is between, this week, week 7, is between Brookdale versus Bryant and Stratton Bobcats. I'm Eli, this is Void. Void, how we feeling today?
How we feeling? I'm excited. It was the Bobcats are the champions of last season, I believe.
Yes.
So we're looking at a game ahead of us. It's going to be the most tense game we've played over these 7 weeks, I'm predicting. It's going to be tough. It's going to maybe be an uphill battle. I think it's going to be great viewership.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like the best game. It kind of feels like the only game. We've had quite a long break going on,
yeah.
But I'm really excited to see what we can see this game. And, like you said, the Bryant and Stratton Bobcats, they are the fall 2023 champions for the NJCAAE Esports. We have a lot, before we get into the game, guys, we have a lot to talk about.
Oh.
Is there anywhere you want to start in particular?
There's so many places. Well, first off, something I've been wanting to say, it's nice to be back. I can speak for both of us. We've missed being in front of the camera. We've missed spectating these games. We missed talking to you guys. It's good to be back. We've had quite a break, and I think I'll leave the talk to that up to you.
Yeah. From that point, I will just leave it at good luck to both teams. That is all I'm going to say. But on another note, sort of related to what we are talking about, we've had a lot of issues. We weren't able to get a lot of games in. We're on week 7, and our team has only played 2 games. This, obviously it's very disappointing for us. We're really hoping to get the show on, but I'm a little worried about Brookdale. This is probably, chalked with their mental a lot.
Yeah, no, I remember it was just, I think, 2 weeks ago now. We wanted to have a game, but there were some issues, so we had a stream where we streamed ranked matches, and to me, that sticks out to me so much, because it shows to me the team really wants to play these games. Circumstances keep getting in the way, and they really just want to play. They want to sit down and play, but the fact that they're coming off, I think the last game we played against another league team was week 4, so coming it's been 3 weeks
almost
now.
3 weeks.
Yeah. The concern is, like you said, they've been. You would think they've been out of practice. From what I've heard from their coach, from them, they've been doing a lot of scrims. They've been doing a lot of ranked games. We saw them just doing ranked games earlier before we started streaming. I think they've been keeping practice as best they can. And as much as the inner part of me is nervous, there's another part of me that's saying they're going to do great. They're going to do their best. They've been keeping up with it despite the odds, and they're going to show the league that even if circumstances deprive us from games, we're still going to come back and we're still going to win.
And going off that, even though we've seen a lot of practice going on here at the Brookdale Arena, they don't have as much experience going against these teams. We are top 4. We've only played 2 games, and we're going into playoffs. There's going to be a lot of struggle trying to understand how these teams handle, how they cooperate with each other, and how we could take advantage of that.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of my concerns, and especially with just a few days ago now, there was another patch coming out. It just seems every time something can go wrong, it goes wrong, and it's a lot for the team. But I gotta say, I have full faith in them. We haven't seen much, but what we have seen, they are good players and they're adaptable. We bring that up. We brought it up week 4. We brought it up week 1. They're an adaptable team. They know they can take the situation given to them, and even if they haven't had a lot of experience, they can build themselves around it, adapt to what's going on, pull out a win. It strikes me what we saw, even though week 4 it was like the second half of their second set. They started losing a lot, but at the end there, they were able to figure out what the other team was doing, and they were able to just win.
They were really able to pull through. I agree. And speaking of patch notes, we do actually have some changes to what I think is probably going to be the most important, Ray and Ramatra. Very minor, but I do think I don't think it'll really change our team's strategy, but I think it's something to take into consideration and how it might affect today's game.
Yeah, absolutely. Ramatra is one of the it's one of the big tanks we've seen played both on our team and on other teams. Also one of the stronger tanks in the game right now on tier list. You'll see Ramatra high up. Maybe not number 1 anymore, but high up. What I'm more interested in though personally is the Doomfist change. There is only a couple, but we see Damon really likes to default to that Doomfist. That's going to be a big change to us, and if I'm remembering the second to latest patch, they changed the damage on one of his abilities to make it the minimum a lot stronger.
Yes, I do believe that was the Meteor Strike.
Yes, thank you. With the Meteor Strike having stronger thing, I think we're going to see maybe a bit of a more aggressive play out of Damon, which he's already very aggressive. He is the dive tank, honestly, to me. So I'm excited to see some more aggressive play, to be honest.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of great plays from, week 1 we did see Anakin on Ramatra as well, but I think Demon has really proved his point. And actually, speaking of proving his point, we're going to see him prove his point on Doomfist for this first game against the Bryant Stratton Bobcats.
This is it, folks. We're really going to see those Doomfist changes come out. I know you guys have probably got some time to experience them in your own games, but we're going to see how Brookdale really takes advantage of these changes. And I would like to point out we're seeing very similar team composition to what we've seen before. The Sombra and Tracer really becoming mainstays of the Brookdale team here. Yeah,
I was gonna go with the same thing you were about to say. They have the same team setup that they had last time, except for the Doom. I think they were more focused on Ramatra instead of Doomfist, I will say. But guys, starting with this first game, we do have Demon, Tengen, Anakin Sims, Philo, and Oreo Snorter. And moving, as they're about to get into this next team fight, before they get into this next team fight, but I got a lot to say about Bryant and Stratton. Again, the Fall 2023 champions. Hopefully, if they do have the same team as they did last season, we're going to see some really great plays from them as well. I know I am here for Brookdale, but I'm really excited to see a very close competition between the two. Specifically from Manuel, Prada, and Set, again, if they are all here, and Jimical as well. Prada, plays both support and attack, I believe, and he has a great Baptiste. So I'm hoping to see that he's able to alternate between both healing and dealing damage very quickly, and he's able to use that immortality field with very well.
Yeah, we're seeing that kind of gameplay right now as they have the point here, pushing Brookdale back really hard. Interesting to see the Mulga after the nerfs of the current patch. But, yeah, it's funny you say that about Baptiste. We've been looking forward to seeing a Baptiste for a while. Maybe we're going to see one out of them. Ooh. We see Oreo Snorter here going after the Mulga, trying to push him out. The entire team a little scattered here.
Yeah, it does look like the team's a little scattered here. Right now, the Bobcats do have the objective right now at 40%. We are seeing Manuel, Bobcats tank, on Mauga. Is it Mauga or Mauga? I will never.
Either one works.
I will never know. I need I need the full correct pronunciation, Mr. Blizzard. Thank you. But we are seeing them again. Our team is a little scattered right now. We're seeing Manuel get up close and personal with Oreo Snorter, trying to get rid of that support as quickly as possible. We do see
Anakin Sims on the Bastion, and
we're seeing a Bastion
and a very good Mulga ult from their tank. What was his name again?
Manual.
Manual. A very good Mauga from Manual here. Yes, they really just have Brookdale kind of locked down in spawn here. Brookdale is...
Yeah, they're really struggling right now. I am very impressed with how Bobcats are doing, especially since Mauga has not been in a great place, but we're seeing Bobcats prove us wrong right here.
We are. It's looking like this. Maybe if they can get the Mauga down here, there's a chance they can get to the point, but with such little time left, doesn't seem likely.
Yeah, we are seeing some ultimates go out from Brookdale. That's going to really simmer down their resources.
Really?
And it's going to give us a disadvantage on getting into this next team fight and getting an opportunity to take the point. We are seeing Oreo Snorter drop the sound barrier, but he does go down very quickly.
Really good sound barrier, though, for the rest of the team, able to keep them alive a little longer on the point. We're watching Anakin and Philo were just trying to take the Mauga down, but he is an absolute beast. Even with the decreased max base health, or not max, base health, he's a beast, able to stay on the point and beat them out in overtime. First round, or first round going to
Bobcats. Yeah, Bobcats really putting their mark on the map right away. That was an extremely quick round. Getting 100% on the control point. Brookdale, 0%. They were not even close. They were stuck on that spawn for a really long time. And by the time they used their ultimates to push the objective, it was too late. They used all their ultimates. They didn't have enough resources to get up close and personal with the team. Yeah,
Bobcats was really able to just preserve their own ultimates and really keep their resources, and just since they were able to push. Oh, we're seeing the Damon Mauga here. Interesting. Seems like he looked at what they were doing and went, yeah, you know what, I want a piece of that.
Yeah, it looks like this is possibly to counteract the Bobcats Mauga. And we are seeing Demon on the point as soon as possible, getting up close and personal, but his health is going down very quickly. He is really struggling. Tengen getting some good heals for him. Yeah, he is going to pull back so he could regroup with the rest of the team. Oreo switching between heals and speed.
Absolutely, the entire team just, double Mauga fight here. We're really seeing, and goes the Bobcats tank go down. Brookdale's gotten the point. It seems like we have the advantage here. We're really seeing how Mauga is performing right now. Even if we see his tank go down, or his health go down so fast, he's able to sustain himself just enough to get to healers. Both of them are.
We are seeing a great job from our supports, Tengen and Oreo, holding their ground while they're waiting for Demon to respawn. And from Philo as well, getting some good pokes and giving the team a hard time, going here and there, everywhere, trying to get some good damage in. Absolutely. And again, waiting for Demon. And it looks like Demon and Manuel going one-on-one, head-to-head.
Having a fight deep, very close to our base. Well, neither of them really able to take the other down.
Demon getting rid of Slatter, one of Bobcat's attacks.
Goes down.
And he goes down, and he's going straight for Prada, who's on Baptiste.
Oh my God! He really just went, you know what? No, I've had enough of you. Get out of here.
Yeah, Brookdale saying, hey, now it's my turn. They're getting on this point as quickly as they can. 45% for Brookdale, 22% for the Bobcats.
Really seeing Brookdale with this change in tank and a bit of a change in tactics, adapting to what they're doing. Ooh.
We are seeing a great confrontation from Brookdale going against the Manual, but they do get a. Was that a sound barrier?
It was the Mauga ult, the cage fight. Absolute great use of it, locking the other Mauga into the cage fight, and the entirety of Brookdale just sending on him like mosquitoes.
And we are seeing some great kills from Anakin right here.
Absolutely.
Using the ultimate to get rid of the team.
They really pulling it back. They're really able to take a second, strategize, and just figure it out. And now with 80%, this could very well be the last team fight of this match if Bobcats aren't able to take the point here.
I believe so. And guys, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but communication is through the roof right now. We can hear them all the way through here with the headphones on. Another great kill from Demon. He is going to go for Set, but Set is able to escape really quickly. He is going to try and annoy Demon a little bit, but he is eventually going to pull back.
Really just trying to keep that point under their control as much as they could, but he saw the situation, went, you know what? I can't deal with Brookdale right now, and backed away.
All right. first game is 1-1 right now.
Crazy already. We're seeing that kind of back and forth gameplay that Brookdale has so much of in these games they play.
Yeah, we've been seeing this a lot in every single game that Brookdale has played, and I don't think this one's going to be any different, especially with Bobcats' reputation.
Absolutely. It's crazy to see these like dominated rounds where Brookdale almost never let the point go once they got it. The same with the Bobcats during that first round. I guess it all depends on who takes it this time.
It looks like we are going to be sticking with the same team setup. Demon's sticking with Mauga.
You know, I thought the Mauga nerfs really might have pulled him down a bit, but it seems like he's doing really, really well right now.
Yeah, I think people are starting. I think, you know what, they're starting to understand. Well, oh wait,
That's an
is
Orisa.
that an Orisa? That is an Orisa.
Interesting. Another one who's been getting buffed slowly and slowly over time. We're watching the cardiac arrest over here. Damon stepping back, even though he usually loves to dive, taking his time, getting heals, knowing when to go back in, a very valuable skill to have.
Cardiac arrest is a unique way to put it.
It's cardiac overdrive. It's just I see the word cardiac.
I
And
mean,
I'm
if he goes down here, it might be called cardiac arrest. Let me tell you. We are seeing Bobcats giving them a hard time, pushing Brookdale back to their spawn, it looks like.
Yeah, even with the careful play from Brookdale here, the way Bobcats are playing is they're gathering together, slowly pushing forward, forcing Damon to push back. The Mauga is working out well. It was working out well, but it seems like now against this Orisa, he's having a lot of trouble getting in, getting the picks he needs, and like being able to push the team forward. We're seeing Philo trying to get in and get those picks, do what Sombra does best, do some flank play, and I think we're going to watch it work out.
We're seeing some flank play from Anakin as well, taking out Jimical.
And now the most of the team descending upon the Orisa here, finally getting the numbers advantage on Bobcats and able to take the point.
Bobcats able to get a great head start with 53% on the point right now. Demon going to go right for set, trying to get him to pull back. And we are seeing a little poke here from Anakin. We are seeing Philo regrouping with Tengen. Again, Demon trying to hold the point down as much as possible so the rest of his team could group up. Oreo does go down.
That's going to be a really big problem here as they send out the Ashe ult.
Yeah, we do hear the Ashe ult come out. You know, probably the most threatening thing, the scariest thing in the game right now. When you hear that Bob go do something,
run.
You know what you have to do. You need to run.
Especially with the new, semi-new now DPS hero passive, where Bob itself is going to be lowering your healing too. Auto aim with lowering healing is a very, very scary prospect.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. And again, we are seeing Bobcats take the point back. They are at 75% now, and they're pushing back Brookdale. Brookdale really needs to think of something quick. Aryo does use his ultimate, getting some barrier, but it seems to be very unsuccessful.
Yeah, we're watching Damon taking the slow approach here, which is interesting because at this point, you would think we would need to be running in as fast as we can, but him taking his time might just be the virtue we need as he dives in and just starts shooting. Who does he have caged here? I couldn't even see.
I do believe that, was that the Orisa? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, because she just walked out. Ooh.
And we do see a great ultimate
from
Manual.
Yeah. The rest of Brookdale kind of dropping. We're going to see Tengen here try to touch the point, but getting pushed back. Getting a nice little headshot and slow down there, but still a defeat.
Yeah, getting that last-minute headshot on Jimical, reminding them, hey, we're still a threat here.
Absolutely. And there's the Baptiste.
Yep, Prada, who I was mentioning before, does have a great Baptiste, so I think that's, even though, you know, healing isn't the priority, they might want to get rid of Baptiste as soon as possible.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that great Baptiste in this play of the game here. Really something Brookdale might need to worry about moving forward.
Yeah, we have seen that. They're having a hard time. I've mentioned before, you know, it might be a good idea to maybe take Baptiste onto our team, see what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something you've mentioned a lot. It's something I mentioned a little bit too. Baptiste is a really good hero right now. It'd be really good to see what he can do. Especially with like the team comp we saw a little bit of Ash there, which is someone I haven't seen too much very often. And with the Dynamite, which will be inflicting that damage passive or healing passive, even though the DPS passive that lowers healing. I got both mixed up there. But yeah, with the Dynamite that inflicts that as well as fire damage and the general kind of like sniping capabilities that Ash has, and Bob, she's a real big threat here. Having the ability to like get that Baptiste's his immortality field, that's what it is, would be very helpful, especially considering the Malga, considering the Orisa, Ash, what do they have on their team? It could be a very helpful utility to have.
Yeah, another thing Brookdale should be worried about is I was looking at some of Bobcats' past games. They are not afraid to experiment. They are not afraid to experiment. I believe in one of their games from fall, and obviously the game has changed a lot since then, but they did have a Hanzo in one of their team setups, which I thought was very interesting.
That is really interesting. We haven't seen Hanzo in one of these games since I think the ranked matches they played on stream.
I haven't seen Hanzo when I play.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him when I play, man.
No, that's really interesting, though. Yeah, even though Brookdale's got this great adaptability, if they're constantly changing, it's going to be really hard to keep up. And we've seen a lot that Brookdale likes to stick to very, very similar team sets.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe we'll see, because we know Damon likes to do a lot of dive. I'm wondering if maybe we'll see Anakin maybe switch to tank at some point this game. Maybe switch back to brawl, see what happens. Because it looks like what they were trying to do there is do a bit more of a brawl thing where they're kind of backing up, moving in, trying to really get in so they could do some damage. But the Orisa was able to, the Orisa and the rest of their DPSs were able to successfully keep Brookdale out. It's one of the things we've got to circumvent.
Yeah, Anakin does have a great Ramatra, but I think they're either going to stick with their guns here, probably still try and go in with Mauga, or maybe have Demon switch up on maybe Winston or Diva, right? We saw that in the last game that we played. He was messing around with Winston and Diva. He had a great Winston. We saw him get some great plays in with Winston. Diva did need some more time in the oven, but hopefully, we've had 3 weeks. I think there's been enough time. I think it's about time we see what he could do with Diva.
Yeah, that oven's absolutely been on. I think there's a chance we could see it. I'm more expecting to see Winston because I feel like Winston and Doomfist have a very more similar play style than Doomfist and Diva. But I do hope we see the Diva. I do feel like Diva with Orisa and how she's mostly I don't think it's hit scan. No, it's projectile. But either way, Orisa's shield Diva's shield that she uses could really help countering the Orisa, especially being able to eat the javelin, being able to eat her fire, as well as the other heroes they're using. That could be really helpful. Is that Torb gonna happen?
We're gonna.
Please tell me we're gonna.
A little speechless here.
That's
at the Brookdale Arena.
Philo's a little bit of a jokester. I don't know if that's going to get locked in. If it does, oh man.
That'll be very interesting. But going back to what you were saying, I don't think we've seen Brookdale go against an Orisa, or if they have,
very few. I think we
a very proficient one, to say the least.
Is a new thing, and we are seeing, like we predicted, that change to Ramatra. Maybe they're going to go for a bit more of a brawl here. It's not going to be Anakin playing it, but we're going to see Damon's brawl, and I think it's. I remember talking to him about it. He's been practicing brawl. I think we're gonna see a good setup here. I was a little excited about the Torb.
I would have. I was hoping for that a little bit too.
Yeah, you look at his face. He knows what he did.
He knows he's messing with us over here.
Oh, we wanted to see it. Maybe next time. But, this is a game where they have to be on their best characters, and we're seeing the Mei play Mei.
Yeah, we are seeing that right now. Going into this team fight very soon.
Yeah.
We are seeing Philo use that wall so they could get the rotate in.
Philo's
but they are
incredible. Oh, sorry.
Bobcats are getting up close and personal real quickly.
Absolutely. We're watching Brookdale kind of set up in this little corner here between Ramatra's shields and Mei's walls. They've got a lot of defense here. And we see the Bobcats on Junker Queen here. Interesting switch.
Yeah, we do see Jim Cole on Junker Queen. Very interesting. I did not see that when I was looking through their past games. I did not see them use Junkrat at all. They seem to focus on Ramatra specifically.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing some of Philo's great shots, and Anakin sitting on flank, waiting to make his move, waiting to get a really good pick as Damon's starting to push in here. Once again, though, we're seeing how good the Bobcats are really at defense.
Yeah, we are seeing excellent defense from the Bobcats right now.
Absolutely.
We are seeing Manuel get rid of Demon, seeing Set get rid of Anakin, Slater getting rid of Oreo, and that looks like that's gonna wrap it up for this team fight. Oh my goodness.
Team kill goes off in the announcer.
For sure.
Yeah, Brookdale is struggling here.
Yeah, Brookdale's really struggling right here. I think it might be best if they try and get some good pokes in and then use that time to re-strategize, recoup.
Absolutely. We're seeing some smart play, too. We're seeing Damon taking his time. He got hit right at the beginning there. He got hit by the Ashe Dynamite. He's due to wait. Ooh, a Genji ult going off here. Really doing some damage to the team.
Oh, my God.
Oh
Getting rid of 4, then 5. God, this is really crucial time loss for Brookdale. 2 minutes on the clock, and we have not even captured the payload.
Oh, we're seeing a switch to Moira. That's someone we haven't seen yet at all.
Yeah, that is not someone we've seen. Again, waiting for this. Oh,
there's
we are
the
seeing the Bob come out.
Anakin trying to retreat.
trying to pull back.
Ooh, unable to.
But it is unsuccessful.
It's a really tough start to this match here. We've been stuck at spawn, really not able to get out. Tengen having to retreat here, trying to do whatever damage they can, unable to.
We're seeing the Bobcats push into Brookdale spawn, and that's, again, this is really crucial time loss for Brookdale. I'm really worried they might not even have enough time to get onto the point even.
It's a really tough looking match here, just watching all the angles that Bobcats are able to get on them, watching the Junker Queen ult, stopping their healing. They are able to survive in it long enough, but we see both the support and Anakin go down. The team is not working at full capacity here.
Yeah, that was an excellent ult from Jimical, but Demon is able to respond by taking Jimical out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, just waiting for the rest of the team to recoup so we could get back in there.
We're seeing, looks like Manuel switched to Ashe.
Yeah, it looks like Demon's trying to get up close and personally said, you know what, I've had enough. Let me get on this point as soon as possible.
We gotta get in.
Pokes, let's get in there.
He saw that they had 1 or 2 players missing and said, I'm going in.
Yep.
Enough of this.
And he went in, did he? And we're seeing the ultimate. He's really going in. Getting that ultimate in, getting rid of Junker Queen again, and getting rid of Slater, who is playing as Genji right now.
With 27 seconds left on the clock, he caps the point, brings us back to 3 minutes. Really just went, enough of this.
Wiping sweat from our foreheads over here at Brookdale.
Absolutely.
Waiting for the next team fight. There's a lot of stress in this arena right now.
We're seeing a lot. I think it's very interesting for such a dive-heavy player. We're seeing a lot of patience, which is a really good thing to have in this game. When with them constantly, like, you can't have your judgment clouded in this kind of game. Because the way they're playing, kind of descending on us, trying to get multiple flanks, trying to catch us off guard, you got to be slow, you got to be patient, and you got to know when to push in. And that's what we saw at Zaman just there. Knew when to push in.
And we are seeing the rest of the team get together. We did see, I believe that was Demon, Tengen, and Anakin trying to push back the Bobcats so they could get some good distance on the payload. And we were able to, but it's not going to be enough time to push them back so they could. So Bobcats were able to push forward, get on the Symmetra teleporter.
We're seeing we're seeing the Symmetra switch, which is very interesting. We did see some Symmetra buffs and then some subsequent Symmetra nerfs. She's in a very interesting place right now, considering the revert nerfs, some reverts, some nerfs. Were very recent. Oh, we're seeing the Bastion on Anakin Sims right here. Something he only pulls out very rarely. I think it would be a sign that Brookdale's really kind of struggling to figure out what to do right now.
And we've mainly seen Bugbear play as Bastion.
Yeah.
Another person on our team who is not playing right now, but they have an excellent Bastion. So I'm curious to see how Anakin could do on Bastion if he continues to play as him.
Absolutely, but it seems like he's only really popping Anakin out while they're still in spawn to get some more damage out than Sojourn can get.
I believe so.
Yeah. Now we're watching Brookdale kind of go around trying to... Oh, the Genji ult able to do nothing. with
Tengen shutting down Slater.
Absolutely, some crazy play there. And then watching Philo's ult go off, really disrupt them. Maybe now we can finally get some movement on that payload. Get that push that we desperately need right now.
Yeah, we really need to get some distance on this payload now more than ever.
Absolutely.
35 seconds on the clock, and we are nowhere near that checkpoint.
We are seeing Anakin fighting their tank here, able to get some damage on Junker Queen, but falling. And now we're watching Damon just pushing in, going enough.
Yeah. Demon's getting really aggressive, trying to get a lot of pressure onto the Bobcats so the rest of the team could push the payload as much as they can.
We watched Jimmical's ult go off, just trying to do as much damage without the rest of his team, but really just not able to stop Brookdale.
Someone needs to push. Someone needs to touch that payload. 2 seconds on the clock.
And we're going to see Damon taking the lead and just holding the payload as hard as he can.
Going into overtime right now, we did see the Baptiste pop the ult, but is that going to be enough damage?
Ooh. We do see... I think both Baptiste's ults went off as well as Ramatra's ult. Ult's just going off left and right here. This is the major point of the game. This could be the losing point. We're watching the overtime timer go down. No one is touching
Someone needs to
thing.
touch that point
Ramatra
really soon.
back on it. Not able to stay alive. Looks like that's the end of it here.
Demon really hanging by a thread there.
We're seeing a lot of good resistance from the Bobcats here, but we were able to get a point. We were able to get some distance. We're just gonna see if we're just gonna have to see if our defense is better than our offense.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes. Yeah. That's the. Yeah.
We really need to have a good defense.
I think it's time for Torb.
Or maybe time for Zenyatta?
That would be interesting. Zenyatta always has been to me quite the. No. There's no way. Come on. Are we doing it? Are we doing the Reinhardt? Is it happening? No, I think they're screwing around.
They have to be. There's no way. There's no way.
That'd be really interesting. Reinhardt kind of is the brawl pick if they're trying to do a very good brawl setup here. Yeah. Oh my God, they're doing it.
I think they're really sticking with it, and we are also seeing Anakin
on
on
I see
Bastion.
what they're doing now with the Bastion and the Reinhardt. I don't know if we're gonna see this. Is me theorizing. Oh, and the Baptiste. It's happening. I think we might be seeing the Reinhardt like purely protecting that Bastion as well as the Baptiste's immortality field, and we're just going to try to do as much damage as we can with our DPS.
This is going to be a great opportunity for Tengen to show how much variety she has with a lot of heroes. I think Baptiste is the perfect pick for them right now, especially with what we've seen with how they play on Kiri.
Yeah. They are. I'm very excited for their Baptiste. We really like Baptiste here, and kind of how I predicted, just the Reinhardt protecting the Bastion, trying to let him do as much damage as he can.
This is very, and we do see
The
a Junkrat on the Bobcats.
It's almost as if they predicted what we were gonna do and say, "I'm gonna bomb that robot."
Absolutely, we do see Demon getting rid of Manual with just a sliver of health left.
Even though we see him go down there, we did see some really good skill with Ramatra on Damon.
And
We're seeing a lot of switches. Not necessarily the best sign. It says to me that Brookdale is like struggling to figure out what to do against Bobcats here.
Yeah, they're struggling to find out what they could do. So right now, a lot of it just seems like experimentation.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be able to find the right strat here. The Ramatra the Reinhardt really seems to be working out.
I'm a little worried. I don't think they're gonna have enough time to get a few team fights in so they could really figure out if these heroes are gonna help them out.
It's gonna be really tense. They might just have to hold that payload at one point for the full 5-minute timer.
And we are seeing a push from the Bobcats, but it is unfortunate. Philo getting rid of Set.
Pushing Jimmical.
Jimmical? I believe it's Jimmical.
I really do like to see the Ash play is great, but I really like to see the Reinhardt. I see so much Ramatra nowadays. I never see Reinhardt.
We have to get used to it here at Brookdale.
I'm liking it, though. I've always been a huge fan of Reinhardt. I'm so glad to see that we really just wanted to take out that Symmetra there. Honestly, I don't blame him. Symmetra's been a big frustration for the team here with the turrets, with the new damage beam. I do think they reverted the damage buffs to the beam, but it is still very hard. Once you've got that Symmetra beam on you for a little bit, it's doing a lot of damage.
It's very stressful, especially.
Absolutely. Does seem like their strategy is working here, but with the payload so close to the point that'll win Bobcat this game.
Yeah, it looks like all Bobcat needs to do is get a good push, simply touch that payload, and that could wrap it up for this game.
And we're going to need a really good... We're seeing them popping their ults here. They know what they need to do. They're just trying to take us down in any way. Every single ult on both teams seems to be going off here.
Yeah, we're seeing ults coming out one by one.
This really does feel like a final push from them. If we're able to hold this off, that might be a really good sign for this game.
Maybe not a good sign for this game, but a good sign for the rest of the set, because right now Bobcats have 3.5 minutes to get this payload just a little bit closer, and I don't think they even need 3.5 minutes. We've seen them do a great job so far.
Ooh, we see that might be it with Damon going down.
It looks like it's going to be the end of the match.
Yeah, all they needed was just a little push. It's a shame, too, because with the Reinhardt buffs, he really is a lot more survivable. He just got a little bit of armor, which in this game goes a long way. With that little bit of armor, you're really able to take a lot more fights. Yeah, we really did see a Genji this game.
Very, very disappointing to see. But we do see some great plays from the Bobcats. Yeah, look at amazing team kill.
Amazing, yeah, absolutely. They are a very formidable team, but there's still more games to be had in this set. We've seen Brookdale be 2 down before, and we've seen them bring it back before. It looks bad. It's not the end.
We have seen it. Yeah, we've seen some amazing comebacks from them, and hopefully we could see that in this next game. There was a lot going on. I'm going to be honest. It was difficult to keep up with.
Yeah, absolutely. With all the switching from both teams, you really were right. They love to experiment in the Bobcats. They love to switch things around. And we're seeing Brookdale. They're really pushing Brookdale to experiment, too. I think it was really interesting to see Damon's Reinhardt and how he was able to really, at that final point, he wasn't able to survive the full 3 minutes, but he was able to keep Reinhardt alive along with the supports for a really long time. It's those little buffs that they've been doing to Reinhardt. I saw that little buff blizzard is really helping take him just a little bit better, just a little bit better, just a little bit better, until we're seeing a really good Reinhardt again. But maybe it's just not the time yet, and maybe that's just not Damon's tank. Sadly, he wasn't able to win it, but it was a good showing.
And again, like you were saying, you know, Bobcats does a really great job with experimenting, and we're seeing that struggle being forced onto Brookdale. Right, we've seen the Reinhardt, we've seen the Baptiste, we've seen the Bastion. It's not really working out for them, so they really need to figure out now or never. Should we stick with our guns, or should we continue to experiment and find out what are the Bobcats weak against?
And it seems like they're going to experiment if this is the lineup they're going for. It looks like they're going for a poke build instead of the brawl or dive we usually see. I don't think I've ever seen Brookdale do poke before.
Yeah, we are seeing Demon on Sigma right now, and we're seeing Anakin on Widow.
If any viewers don't know what I'm referring to when I say poke, dive, brawl, they're different team compositions in Overwatch. Poke being long-ranged teams, brawl being a team where you kind of move in. You're trying to get your entire team to move in closer, and dive where it's more so the tank jumps right in and everyone else kind of surrounds the enemy team, sort of. Okay, we aren't seeing the Sigma. We're seeing the Orisa instead. Interesting.
Again, but, you know, that isn't something we've really seen from Demon, really.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. We're really seeing Demon have to experiment here. Interesting that we see Anakin on... Interesting we see Anakin on Widowmaker. We've seen him practice Widowmaker a little bit, but we've never seen him play it in a game before.
And it looks like he's going to change his mind real quick.
Oh, I guess not. He's faking us out even.
It seems like he's kind of on the fence right now, but it seems like Demon's so far he's doing a good job getting that payload down.
Orisa, a character who keeps getting buffs, keeps getting little buffs a lot. She's becoming very powerful. I'm seeing how Damon is playing Orisa is very interesting. Oh, that Junker Queen sure is going for Tengen. Oh no.
We are seeing Oreo going one-on-one with Set. and it seems to not work out for him.
Ooh,
Or
yeah.
Yogo
there
getting
goes
killed by
Tengen.
Set.
They are
Chemical
outta
getting
here.
rid of Tengen.
We're seeing the Genji on Anakin Sims. That's something I've never seen before.
Yeah, again, it seems to be a lot of hero switches, a lot of people on the fence. We are seeing Philo.
Oh, the Cassidy. We love a good Cassidy here,
Cassidy.
if you guys don't remember last stream.
Hopefully we can see him on that new Cowboy Bebop skin.
Oh, yeah, hopefully, but
The Cowboy Bebop that you get at home, not the one that you actually like watch, you know.
yeah.
But we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
we're here to talk about the game.
The game.
We're seeing Philo get some pokes in on Set.
Yeah, absolutely. yeah. We're just going to watch. They're just touching the payload here, trying to, we have Bobcats a little scattered here. We're just trying to take out their damages so we can start pushing the payload here.
Yo, again,
Oof.
Bobcats
Genji.
giving them a really difficult time, especially that Alari.
Yeah, absolutely. Just really struggling here right now. That Genji getting all over us.
That seems to be Brookdale's main struggle right now, is getting rid of that Alari, who's getting a lot of good damage and a lot of good heals for Bobcats.
Absolutely.
Again,
Seeing the-
patiently waiting for the next team fight, getting some good pokes in.
Philo really, really trying to give us a show here with the Cassidy at least. See what we can do with him. Oh, and we see Damon back on the Doomfist here.
Not sure how long that's gonna last. We do see Manuel getting rid of Philo. Seems to be a lot of back and forth, but it's gonna be a lot of pushing back for Brookdale.
Absolutely, yeah. The way Bobcats play is so aggressive. It doesn't seem like Brookdale's able to really get a good foothold and be able to get a good team fight that they need to get here.
But hey, if we think about it this way, even though we don't, even if we aren't able to get this game, we are still moving on to playoffs.
Yeah, and me going ooh a second there is because just we saw their Genji ult, and then Anakin Sims just absolutely take the other Genji out. Really
Great ultimate from Anakin.
Ooh, Damon trying to pull off one of the Doomfist techs there.
Hey, we won't talk about it.
We won't talk about it. Sorry, Damon.
We won't talk about it. We don't have to worry about it.
No, we are going to see Damon really show us, hopefully in a second, why he's such a good Doomfist. Because I will tell you, from what we've seen, he's an amazing Doomfist.
And we're seeing that right now, getting some good damage on Slater. Anakin Sims able to seal the deal, taking Slater out.
We're finally seeing Brookdale able to get some movement here. Damon trying to take down their supports, kind of take out the spine of their team, because once we get that out, we can start taking down the rest of their team.
Demon getting rid of Set. Hopefully that gives the rest of the team an opportunity to get onto the payload. We are seeing an ultimate attempt from Philo, but it is very unsuccessful.
Really trying to get that Cassidy ult to work. It is very difficult when the team knows it's coming, though. Oh, we're in overtime. Oh, my God, I didn't even see. Touch the point, Anakin. Oh.
So close.
Can't blame him, though. The point was entirely covered by the enemy team. It was going to be a really hard push to do, and with the tank being dead, we were at a disadvantage. We were able to get some distance here, though. And last we saw, Brookdale, even though we lost the last round, Brookdale was able to pull off a pretty good defense. So if we're able to do a good defense this time around, we could still win the game. This game.
I think right at that last moment, we did see a great play from both Demon and Anakin Sims, showing them that, you know, Bobcats have really met their match here. Even though they've had an excellent past 2 games in this set, we're really giving them a warning for what's to come.
Yeah. And it really also is just we're seeing Brookdale kind of this last chance to this really is our last chance to bring it back in this game. I imagine the pressure's really high.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If we know one thing, we know Brookdale can do it. They can do it.
We've seen some great comebacks from Brookdale.
Yeah, that we have. Just hoping we're about to see a really, really good one right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Someone get the handkerchiefs out. I need to wipe some sweat off my forehead right here.
100%, absolutely.
Stressing a lot.
Shaking in my boots right now, honestly. Oh.
Just waiting for Bobcats to leave those doors and get on that payload.
Looks like Anakin was trying to say something to someone there.
Looks like they're. Looks like the team is really stressing out. They're really having a hard time trying to figure out what to do. Philo behind
Biding
enemy
his
lines.
time, waiting to get some good viruses, some good shots, and then trying to take out their Ana, unable to. The coordination between the supports on Bobcats and their peel is very, very good.
Yeah, they seem to be really coordinated, extremely responsive to when Philo is getting behind enemy lines.
We'll give them that. They really are showing why they were the fall season champions.
For sure. And we are seeing some great distance from Bobcats on that objective.
And
already more than halfway through.
Yeah. We are seeing, though, Philo's really getting behind them. Doomfist coming in here trying to... Ooh, Doomfist was coming in here trying to do something.
I think that stress is really trying to settle in with Brookdale.
Yeah,
and it's really showing in the game.
When you've got this
right
kind of pressure, it is really hard to keep the momentum going.
Very unfortunate from Brookdale, but excellent job from the Bobcats.
Excellent job from the Bobcats. That's true. It was a good game. It was a good game. It was losses are bound to happen in a league.
For sure.
You can't always go undefeated, and based off circumstances, it's sad to see it happen, but it's bound to happen.
Yeah, for sure. But hey, if we look on the bright side, right now, this is our first and only loss right now.
Yeah, honestly, out of the 7 weeks we've been part of this, first loss. You know, we're 5-1 right now, I believe.
Yeah, I do believe we are 5-1. And again, Bobcats is an excellent team. We've again fall 2023 champions. Hearing that we are actually 6-1.
Yeah, no, my bad.
But hey, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take it. That's still only one loss.
Yeah, and
you know.
And again, Bobcats are not one to be underestimated. On top of the fact that they're a great team, they have a great arena. Have you seen their arena?
I haven't. No, tell me all about it.
Oh my God, they got top of the line PCs. They are all of those PCs packed like sardines. It's like an army barracks in there.
Wow.
They got a whole jumbotron. It's like oh my God, it's
That's
walking
crazy.
into a esport heaven, you could say.
I would love to see it. Maybe I'll got to check it out one day. I've been so impressed by Brookdale. I mean, I'd have to at least compare a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have an excellent arena here at Brookdale, but
Absolutely.
oh man, was it some eye candy to see the pictures and videos of the Bobcats arena? And I do believe we might be getting an interview from Oreo Snorter.
I'm hoping so. We've got some good questions for him, just based off the weeks that we've played in general, based off today's game, a lot of things, and a question that we of casters have had for a very long time. Stay tuned. It's going to happen, I think.
Yeah, hopefully it is going to be happening very soon. Besides that, this was very surprising. Again, we were very excited to have the game here. I was really hoping to be a little bit closer.
You know what? I do have to say, a loss still better than not having a game. At the
Yeah,
end of the day,
I will say so. Absolutely.
It was
This
nice.
is much better than having nothing at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been I've been at home, at school, wherever I have been sitting, itching, waiting for another game to happen. I'm glad that we've finally been able to get that. I'm glad for the team. I'm glad for us. Even if it ended like this, we're happy to be here.
Yeah. We've been struggling a lot to get some games in, so we'll take whatever we could get right now, especially with how the circumstances have been going again. If you guys weren't here for the last few weeks, I believe it was week 2, there was a DDoS attack on the Overwatch server, so we did have to reschedule.
No. I think it was week 2. There, due to schedule complications, we weren't able to. Was it week 2 was schedule complications? I think week 3 was a bye week. Week 4 was the DDoS. Week 5 we had the postponement, and then we had another scheduling issue. Week 6 we had another scheduling issue, and then I think now is week 7.
I'm pretty sure week 2 was the DDoS attack, which resulted in the reschedule. Then, okay, yeah.
All right,
And-
yeah. We're both getting word. Apparently, it was week.
So week 2 was no show.
Yeah.
Week 3 was the DDoS, which resulted in the reschedule. Oh, week 3 was the bye. Week 4 was the DDoS, which resulted in the reschedule. Then week 5.
5 was the
Week
other
5
team's
was a
spring break.
no-show.
Yeah.
Week 6, I believe, was also another no-show.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Thank you, Voices in My Head, for the information.
Thank you very much.
Helpful, yeah. So that's how it's been.
Mm-hmm.
The point we were trying to make here, which I think we got a little distracted from, is we're glad to be back,
Yeah.
even in the case of a loss.
Even with the circumstances right now, it's a big relief for us. And
it seems like we're not going to be getting the interview we're hearing, but so be it. Is there you have any final words you'd like to say, Eli?
No, I'm just ready to see some more games. Hopefully some better games. Hopefully some wins. Hopefully some really close matches. But I think that's going to be it for us. We are hearing word that we're about to wrap it up. So guys, thank you so much for watching. There is going to be no Valorant tomorrow. Tomorrow is the bye week for Valorant. But I do believe we have Rocket League on Friday. So guys, I've been Eli. This is Void. Overwatch Week 7. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
See you guys later. Bye.